now. We are going. Yeah.
Now after Andrew's terrified us all.
Wow.
I wasn't scared. I knew it was Andrew sneezing.
That was a grandpa sneeze.
After-
What are
children?
What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? I'm gonna be Andrew sneezing because that was terrifying.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is episode 33 of Arc 4 of Better Than Heroes.
It's
episode
never ending.
900 of the Arcane Forge. We're bad at puzzles. If you are new to our stream, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are wrapping up a sweet fight, and hopefully we're wrapping it up. I'm knocking on
Just
wood.
3 more
No
weeks
promises.
and we'll be through the fight.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm Rachel Weeks. I play Klik, the level 11 Kreen fighter.
Hey, I'm Andrew Ovredahl. I play Flute, aka the Windrider, a human bard, minor warlock.
I'm Jordan Dahl, and I play the Moonboy, a level 11 Moonboy.
I'm Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer.
And I'm Harlan Kelly. I'm the dungeon master of this game, and I play everybody else.
Harlan can't figure out if their hair is going up
I
or
know,
down.
I know, it's driving me
What kind
crazy.
of day is it gonna be? Wheel or woe, Harlan?
Nice.
Yes,
Speaking
get
my
it tattooed
language.
on the back of your neck,
That's-
Harlan.
Relevant to the game. Yeah.
In just a few minutes, we are going to play some 5e Spelljammer Dungeons and Dragons. But our show is live soundtracked by the wonderful Jason Wardell. And it is live directed by Case Drury of Tiger Moon Productions. We are so grateful to all of our patrons and our subscribers for making this show possible. You help us pay
Thank
Case,
you.
you help us pay Jason, you help continue to make this stream and channel grow and be better all the time.
Bigger and bigger, like my plot lines.
Yeah, like Janice. So if you love the show and you want to see us grow, please consider supporting the show financially. We appreciate anything you can do by joining our Patreon, by subscribing to the stream, or picking up some sweet Better Than Heroes merch on Teespring. You can also support the show by telling your friends about the show. A little word of mouth goes a long way. Tell them that you do something cool every Monday and have them come join us.
And guess what, Rachel? Guess what? All of Arc 2 is up. Arc 3 starting to go up now. It's been going
Nice.
up. So
You can check out the show as a podcast through Arc 2 now and beginning of Arc 3, so it's easy to recommend the show to your friends.
I'm putting an
yeah,
episode
we-
out
Podcast is
every
gonna
day.
get out of the Azure Forge before we do.
yeah.
Welcome to Azure Forgecast.
Oh, we appreciate everything that you do to make this stream possible, including showing up on Monday night. Thank you for coming. We are going to play some D&D in 2 minutes, but first, let's go into last week's recap.
Oh, God. Yes. Okay. Previously on Better Than Heroes. On a narrow astral dockway within the space beyond space known as the Azure Forge, Klik Tada watched as the Meridian Track Spelljammer began to pull away.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we've got to pause on the
Froze.
scene.
Can I freeze?
You did.
Hello?
You did.
Yeah.
You
Welcome
froze.
back.
Round 2. Just do it again.
God
Just do it again.
damn it. We're gonna start again. Here we go. Is everyone ready? I'm going to freeze again at the exact same time.
Don't
Previously on Better Than Heroes. On a narrow astral dockway within the space beyond space known as the Azure Forge, Klik Tada watched as the Meridian Track Spelljammer began to pull away, threatening to leave Klik and her crew separated and stranded. Calculating a beautiful mind's worth of bug equations, she lined up the world's greatest ever psychic jump and hucked herself over 160 feet, landing on the very edge of the escaping vessel. She stormed the ship's bridge, cut down the tree-man pilot before he could reveal his redeeming backstory, and took hold of the helm. On board the Dinger, Flute as well dug deep within himself and summoned his own greatest power, the telling of lies. Using the incredible might of his little fibs, he pilfered control of the Dinger's helm and popped the ship into a murder wheelie, sending the bosun goat's fake murdered body flying down a hallway, crashing into a throng of mirrors like a bowling ball. Back on the docks, Moonboy and K.A.I let the wave of Meridian-tracked soldiers crash and break against them, and when the dust settled, all but 2 of their enemies had been destroyed. As both ships begin a turn back towards the bloody dock, it seems a narrow victory could be within reach. But what about the possessed crew? How many of the Arcane remain? Can we still save everyone? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Green cat.
Tummy cam. Tummy
Oh
cam.
my god, tummy
Tummy-
cam, let's go. That was incredible. Wait, hold on, Rachel, do it one more time. Do it one more time.
That's
Tummy
content.
cam. Tummy cam.
Should be its own
Tummy cam.
genre.
Tummy cam. Oh, beans.
Thank you very much for that.
Oh
Whoa!
my god.
Official tummy cam.
Yeah, we need to make that like a reward where you donate 100 bits and you activate the tummy cam.
You want to get on tummy cam, bud? You want tummy cam?
Oh, I want a husky tummy cam.
Husky tummy
Don't
cam.
eat my dice.
Maybe after the
Need to
break.
do it.
Okay, so we are picking this up right where we left it last time, which is Klik. It is your turn. You have
Yes.
you have the ship. You
Yeah?
at least, yeah. So you have attuned to the. I believe you sat down in it, right? Or did you attune to it on
Yeah.
the last? Okay.
No,
cool.
I had to.
Right.
My action was hitting someone, so
Yeah,
I must attune.
Mr. Echo picking up the tab for that tummy cam with 100 bits.
Let's go.
Shout out.
Yeah. So
Patreon tier.
I
Tummy
will
tier.
attune to this helm.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So yeah, while you all are in this at this spell jamming dock, you know one ship is moving is now backing its way up toward the dock. You don't know what's going on over there, but you know our audience knows that Flute has a hold of the Dinger again, and Klik, after intimidating 3 of these Meridian track members who clearly were not expecting to be boarded and have to fight here. You murdered a brave one in front of the rest of them, and they're all just like, "Oh shit!" and they like kind of like back off, and they've gone to tie themselves up in some way. And you sit down on this stone chair that has all these like carvings all over it, and as you sit down to it, you can use your action to attune, and you can just feel this like warm whir, and you see all around the side of the ship instantaneously. You can see out back. Like you just know, it's the omnidirectional cam that now that you've attuned to it. But give us a little bit of flavor of what it's like for Klik to attune as well, because yours is a little bit unique as it's like this psionic energy. There's no mechanical difference, but it is still just like a unique moment. So give us a little bit of that flavor of what it's like for Klik to attune his helm.
Give us the flavor.
I think it's less of a camera image and more of like an echolocation image. I think she gets sort of outlines and distances, and maybe more details in terms of like how close and how fast things are moving, but fewer details about what it actually looks like. But yeah, she sits in the chair and there's a surge of energy that blows her cape up and her feathers ripple a little bit in the wind. And she looks over and sees the dinger vertical.
Oh, that's right.
And,
that is so
and is deeply alarmed immediately, but also feels reassured that Flute is clearly driving the boat.
Yeah, the front of the ship is pointing up in the air, and it's just with the deck facing the dock. With the deck facing the dock, it's just roofing toward back where it came from. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
Can I get a stock of what is get a look around the ship, to make sure it's only these three guys, or if there's something I should know about on board?
Yes, I will say if you do a perception check to search the ship with your senses, of being connected to the ship, it will use your action. So you will only be able to move the ship. I have used
my action.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So so you can't thoroughly search it this time.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can move the ship 35 feet back toward.
Yeah. That is the minimum. All right. Well, feeling better that Flute is probably driving. Do I go? I mean, I can't be. Do I know if the ship has any weapons or any? I guess that would. I'll have to check. I'll have to check later. Okay.
Yeah.
I will move 35 feet, diagonally towards the Moonboy and K.A.I.
Okay, cool. So let's see, diagonally toward Moonboy and K.A.I. Let's put you back here real quick then. So diagonally toward Moonboy and K.A.I. Boom, 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 boom. Will you, from the tip of the ship, will you draw 35 feet just so I can get it just right from where you want to be?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Easy.
Yeah.
Done. Boom.
Bam. All right, it's gonna take a few turns.
Yeah, you can use the action to dash for the ship if you'd like to.
Yeah,
but
I just have already used it.
It's true. But yeah, you are now officially spell jamming, Klik. You're jamming over there.
Jamming.
Cool. All right. That's going to bring up one of these Meridian Track members who's on the ship, and you just watch as they dutifully start to tie themselves up. Looking at you as the door to this helm room is open, and so you can see them, and they're just yeah, and worried as one of the bodies of their compatriots is on the ground still bleeding. That will bring up someone who is on the ship here. They are not active, so that is going to bring up Moonboy and K.A.I. It is now both y'all's turn.
Okay.
You got one?
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think I got one and you got one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
And I'll attack this orange target down here.
Go ahead.
Cool, absolutely. Yeah, there's 2 Meridian Track members left in front of you.
Great.
You absolutely can zap if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt.
Cool. Go
Try
for it.
to. It's 25 to hit.
25 does hit. You got it. It does.
Right. It's 14 damage, and another one branches off. That's 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
12 misses. Okay, so 14 damage all told.
So So your guiding bolt shoots off of Moonboy, and there's like pile of bodies kind of like in front of K.A.I as he's there's still some magical aura off of him, and the two just like they look kind of like determined and are charging in, and you hit one of them with this bolt, and it just like sears their side, and the starry bit that comes off of your moony form just flies over it as it is like he staggers, but is still up.
Fucker.
So that is going to. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I think that's gonna do it.
Okay.
You know what? Nah, I'll fly out over here.
All right. Cool. You can fly out above this expanse all around you.
I'm not gonna do that just in case. I'm gonna fly out here.
Okay. Cool. So so you're staying.
But I am
staying
up in
hovering
the air.
Yeah. How far off the ground are you? Just because.
Let's say 20 feet.
Cool. Yeah, you are hovering 20 feet above the dock, and that is going to bring up K.A.I then, if you'd like to go.
Cool. I'm going to. I'm going to blast the orange guy.
Cool. So the
Blast
other Meridian
him.
track member standing in front of you that was just hit by the guiding bolt, you have advantage against him, I believe,
nice.
unless you use that on the starry form, Jordan.
I don't know how that works.
You do have advantage on that guy, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
As the one
That's
who was
going to
just
be-
hit with this guiding bolt is like lit up, and you
Yeah.
blast him with your blaster.
It'll be a 27 to hit.
27 does hit as you just re-aim your cannon, and he looks at you with determination in his eyes.
Nice.
And how much damage did you do to him?
Boxcars, baby. 19 points of force damage.
All right, cool. This is just going to obliterate this dude as he's just like glaring at you and
Nice.
takes this hit, and you hear him like cry out and fall over, and his body just kind of slumps off the edge and goes into the pink and purple mist all around this dock.
I'm going to punch the guy in front of me.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the lone one standing there, just looking like he's wounded, bleeding, and just like bleeding heavily, holding his sword, and is looking at you bravely. And you can do it to him.
Do it.
23 to hit.
23 does hit.
All right. He's going to take 14 points of thunder damage.
Alrighty.
Thunder.
That's gonna put him down too. So this is the last Meridian track member standing on the dock here out of the just armada of them that came off of the ship. So if you want to give us some flavor to this pretty big moment, K.A.I, as you took them all down with Moonboy, give it to us.
Yeah, I can see the ships sort of starting to turn back towards us and feel the tide turning, and I let one shot fly from the Arcane Obliterator, and sort of in the same movement, I turn and strike this thunderous blow against the last guy, and then stand there as things turn quiet on the docks.
All right, cool, excellent.
And then I will move my speed towards the edge of the dock.
All right, you absolutely can move over in that direction. Cool. All right.
And that's it.
All right, great. So that is going to bring up. That's going to put us back on the ship over here. Back on the ship with back on the Dinger, as there's now 2 ships to be back on. So I'll be more specific there. Flute, you can hear a banging at the door, like a banging against the wall, and you just hear yells, and you can see because you are attuned to the Dinger as well, and you can kind of see all throughout the ship. Because you can see all throughout the ship here, you see that Goliathan is in the room. Relic is in the room. Goat's body has fallen on top of Relic, and a mirror that is in Goliath's chambers as well. So you just hear the boom boom of the body, and then you also hear a pounding on the wall of the ship as well, which is blocking you off from all of them. They can't get to you because they don't know the password right now. But you hear this banging, and I need to double check something real quick.
Which is now the floor, right?
Yeah, which is technically the floor, like the wall. The wall's the floor. Exactly. And I'm gonna have them. Or you like the banging turns into like a punching sound as you just hear like coo, coo, against it, and you thought maybe it was just them hitting there, but as you watch the room there, you can see one of the mirrors is just like punching against the wall, and like with like this light around their hand, and they are not able to break through right now, but you can see that they are like attacking the wall to try and get through. So that is the end of that mirror's turn, and it's going to bring us back to the top of the initiative order, and it is your turn, Flute. You're still here on the ship.
Flute.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, muted. Mute
Am I?
Flute.
Yep.
Oh.
You're unmuted now. Yep.
Sorry, I'm a genuine fool. Oh, I was just saying earlier, Goliathan is still charmed by me because it's not concentration. So even
Okay,
if
cool.
I'm acting erratically, kind of charmed by
Maybe
me.
he's trying to explain. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Cool. And so by my perception, it appears that the mirror will at some point be able to smash through the wall.
It seems like, yes. The answer is yes. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Can I-
clearly some protection against it. Like it's not as easy as just bashing through a wall, but it seems like because he is using a magical item, his fists are a magical item in this situation, that yes, he will be able to break through it at some point if he does well enough. If he tries really hard. So.
Cool. Okay. Can I speak throughout the ship, like when I'm attuned to the helm?
No. Yeah, there's not an automatic speaker system.
Okay. So I don't have any way to like communicate with them.
Not that you know of, no.
All right then. I'm going to continue flying the ship, and I will take the dash action. But I am going to raise the altitude, and I'm going to position the ship so that this crane that's jutting out of the docks is aligned with this helm's room through the deck. Like, if I were to drive this ship into the end of this crane, it would pierce through the deck right into this helm's room.
Okay, so you're moving, the ship is vertical. You're not changing the vertical nature
No.
of the ship. You are simply raising it up a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit to that crane altitude and continuing to fly towards it.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put that as, let's see. So you were even with it there. So I'm gonna have to. You have to use 40 feet of movement to do that because you were aligned with the dock. The crane is 60 feet up in the air, and so you need to. The ship is like this way, and the helm's room is at the very bottom, and so you need to move the ship up to align with it. So you have to use 40 feet of movement to get it up there. I'm gonna shave off like 20 because we're getting weird here, and I refuse to do trigonometry. But so yeah, just half your full movement to align it, and then if you want to use the dash action, you can move it another 40 feet toward it.
Sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you hear Dingham Nidris's voice as you're doing this. He's like, "You better be careful." He says, "I don't want to be pierced. I can sense what you're thinking. Don't you pierce my body." He says, "While I'm on here, it counts as my body. It counts," he says.
Can he actually sense what I'm thinking?
A little bit. I'm just having it be like he can't read your mind, but there's a
He's
I don't know
just
if you're familiar with.
intuiting by
Yeah,
what
there's
I'm doing.
surface level thoughts here as you start to line it up. Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
And so yeah, you can move the ship 40 feet in that direction and line it up there, no problemo. Okay, cool.
That's my go.
That's your turn there. So that is going to bring up. Oh man, I don't know why I'm worried about. I just have the sense that there's some real anchor shenanigans coming. But that is going to bring up Goliathan, who lets out a, "Oh, come on, guys!" He's just doing some weird shit. Or no, that's not Goliathan's voice. What's wrong? He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "Flute, you're doing some weird shit in there." He's like, he's like, "Why are we going back?" He's like, "We don't need to crush him. We're getting away." And you just hear it like this like muffled like yelling, and somebody else they're like, "Snap out of it!" And I think, can I try and break the charm if they know that he is charmed?
I don't think you do. Let me look it up right now.
I'm pretty sure I can, but I
You can
don't.
dispel it.
Yeah, there's
if
a couple.
oh yeah, you can dispel it for sure. And if you cause damage, the charm that if you cause damage, they get a save with advantage, maybe.
Yeah, but Andrew is
didn't
very
say if I
careful
harmed
to
them.
drop Goat's body, not on Goliath.
Yeah, he didn't get hurt by me, but it would end immediately if I hurt him.
Yeah, but if he
But it
gets
does not
hurt,
get another save, even if his friends are like, "You're
Okay, cool.
charmed, idiot." But they could use magic to do it.
cool. One of them definitely yells, "You're charmed, idiot," at him for sure. Yeah, like absolutely, that happens.
Cool. All right.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Thank you.
So that is going to. So that was Goliathan's turn. That is going to bring up. I forgot to have Goat go last time, which is important. She was supposed to go after. I skipped Goat and Relic's turn, which is together. And so I'm going to roll 2 death saving throws for Goat. One for last time, and one for this time. One failure and 1 success. So she has
2 failures.
2 failures.
No.
Yeah, because she has 1 automatically from falling. And then
She took damage.
and then
Boy.
one success
boy.
there. And then this is going to be. I'm gonna have Relic take Yeah, he fails. He both like tries to break the wall, like punches the wall along with the mirror that is tumbled over in this room, is unable to, and clearly recognized because his fists aren't magic at all and doesn't have any magical weapons. And so he is going to stand up on the wall as the ship is vertical, and try and you see him try and like jump up and grab the door frame to pull himself up, and is unable to do it. And as he's just like trying to jump up and seems to be trying to get out of this room, that is going to bring up Flute. We're back. I mean, wait, no,
It's me.
Klik.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Again.
No. I just.
Whoa.
I did
Nice.
the So
Double
sorry. Yep. Is now Klik's turn, because it was just Flute's turn. I forgot to do Relic and Goat's turn. I went back to that. Now it's Klik's turn.
I think it is more important for me to get these people on the boat. Okay, I'm gonna move 70. I'm gonna use the dash action and take the ship to here.
Nice.
So this is where the pointy bit will be.
Okay, let's go.
I think that's as good as I can do. Yeah, otherwise you're just too far out from the dock.
Absolutely. So yeah, you just put it in gear here as you feel this echolocation. You know exactly where you are, and you just you feel this like warm rush as the ship lurches forward back toward this dock here. And Moonboy and Klik, Moonboy and K.A.I, you see the ship floating toward you, and you know exactly what's going on here because Klik has leapt over, and then all of a sudden the ship turned itself around and started coming back to you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
That Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. I don't have any bonus actions that are meaningful right now, unless I can take a bonus action to look about. But I would. Is there like any? Can I sense any sort of communication on the ship, especially with ship-to-ship communication? That would be amazing. Like a hello there. Is there an ahoy button?
Yeah, you can hail on screen.
You have a walkie-talkie to K.A.I and Moonboy, so you can quickly communicate that to them.
Useless.
You can get a hold of the Breeze Traveler.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Tell him how his buddy's doing.
Okay. Well, I'll get on the walkie-talkie and say, move it. Flute's driving and doing something insane.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So K.A.I and Moonboy, you had the official communication that like Klik is coming to pick you up here, and
Got it.
And, as you've downed these last Meridian track members, and the ship is starting to move over toward you, and it is now y'all's turn, as there are no Meridian track members left on the dock, and you all kind of like survey this landscape a little bit, and you don't see anyone living left on this dock. You just see the swirling portal door on the left, and one of the Azure Forge doors that you recognize
Over on the right here, right?
On the right, as well. Yeah, that's where the Mirror Prime was starting to retreat to, and you can see the lower half of Mirror like severed in that doorway, as well as the doorway shut.
Coming back for that.
I mean, should we just go check it out now?
I think Flute probably needs us.
Okay.
Flute is alone on the ship.
Okay.
So many here.
Okay. We're going. We run immediately to the ship.
Yeah, I will fly. I will double move. I can make it to exactly right to the tip, and I will fly over there and just grab on to the tip of the ship.
Done deal. Moonboy, you're over there as well?
I just figured we would take 20 to fly to the ship.
Boom and boom. Go for it. So you all can dash yourselves onto the ship. You land down on this wooden, and as you land down on it, you can tell that it's like, this is not you've seen a lot of Spelljammer ships that are like repurposed water ships. They kind of have that design to it, and this is definitely imitating that, but all of the boards on the ship seem to be smooth, and connected together. They are not like planks put together. It is all one piece of wood, so it's almost like it was grown into this form to imitate a seafaring ship, but it is clearly not a repurposed seafaring ship. And
I say all that.
Yeah.
Like people would be interested in it.
We have a conversation about it. You know what I've
noticed? The ship is actually made from one continuous piece. Almost
Shut
like
up.
It's grown.
Be quiet. Nobody cares.
Sorry.
You could see one of the tied up elves, like one of the tied up uniformed elves, is like, "Wow, you got it right in one. It's amazing."
You shut him too.
You noticed that immediately.
Be quiet.
Okay. And cool. Yeah. So you are now officially on the SS Klik here, and
Oh yeah.
that is going to bring us up to the Mirror, who is in this room, who's going to get to take another turn trying to smash this door in. And you see, Flute, you see a single fist just punch through the wall here. And it pulls its hand out, and Mirror's face goes into the hole, and it says, "Flute, I guess I owe you an apology. You aren't that big of a worthless piece of shit."
Whoa. He doesn't swear?
You're just... he says, "I guess, yeah, you aren't completely worthless." And he says, kind of trying to insult you again. And he has now breached the door. He's not able to move through it, but there is a hole punched in the door at this point. That is going to bring up Flute. It's now your turn.
Oh boy. Cool. Then, as the ship continues to rocket backwards towards this crane, I'm going to call out to Mir, and say, Mir, you've already lost this ship today, but you could still have a chance to get it if you let me and my companions leave on this ship. You'd have a chance perhaps in the future to get it. Otherwise, I'm going to destroy this helm right now and render this ship as useless as a fishing tug. So it's your choice, Mir. I know you want the ship. You orchestrated all of this to get it. And your only chance to get it is to see me and my companions off on it, that you might conspire to have it another day. Otherwise, you'll be left with the junk we leave behind.
Oh boy, so you're saying you're going to destroy the helm, and...
I'm trying to intimidate him with the threat that I will destroy this helm, which is, I assume, the entire reason why he wants the ship.
Okay, cool.
I'm a
Yeah,
terrible pilot.
you can roll an intimidation check here.
I've destroyed other helms on accident. I can definitely do this one on purpose.
Let's say 28.
Holy shit.
Should have just had you talk to him from the very beginning.
He
Yeah,
also
Jesus.
got a 28. I was just double checking that.
What?
I was double
higher.
checking it. But yeah, he
Amazing.
also got a 28.
Did he or something? Damn, that's awesome.
So he looks at you and he says, if you destroy ship, I'm killing all of your friends.
What?
And he gestures to and both Goliath's like, what? And Relic is like, yep, and like gives a thumbs up to the wall there, and he goes, I believe you, but he says you're not free of consequence. He says, kind of like looking through the hole, like yelling this through the hole.
Yeah, I'll say, well, you were going to kill my friends either way, so it's your choice if you want the ship. It seems like killing my friends is a foregone conclusion, but at least you won't get the ship out of it.
He says, I believe that you want your friends to be alive more than you want me to fail. And kind of like laughs through the hole. He totally believes that you are going to destroy the ship.
Yeah, I mean, he already said he was going to kill him. He wanted to
Yeah.
kill Goat, so I think that they'd be killed either way if he leaves with his ship. Cool. Well, yeah, I'll move then max speed back towards this crane.
All right, cool. That is going to then. Cool. So yeah, you that puts you, if you can move 80 feet toward it. Let's figure out how far away from it you are real quick, just so we know the distance, and then I'll move it in a second there. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that is going to bring up, as you see the ship continuing, just as in its like vertical stance, just like rocketing back toward this crane. That's going to bring up Klik. It's now your turn, and you can see a little bit what Flute's doing, because you just have perception off of your ship. You can see that, and you just see the ship moving toward the crane, and for a second you think it's moving toward the dock, but it's raised itself up and is now, the bottom of the ship is even with the crane and is just like hurtling toward it and is a bit above your ship too. I'm going to zoom out here on the map on the stream, and I'm going to move everything over, but the ship, the Dinger, is now very close to your ship.
I was gonna say
but is 60 feet up. Let's call it from the deck of your ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, these boys can fly, but if I can, I'm gonna. Okay. So I will. If I move 35 feet up, that gets you within 25 feet. We need all the movement we can get. I am going to. I'll dash up, try to get as close to the hole where they can get below deck as possible. Yeah.
Wait,
so
sorry. I'm confused on what you mean there. Could you just so I
the whatever stairs to get below.
You want to move
because the ship is
like
vertically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to get them as close to accessing below
should
deck
be
as
right
possible.
next to you, just up 60 feet, right?
Yeah. So if I'll dash, but if I have a little bit of like vertical movement, like not vertical, sorry, horizontal movement that can get them a little bit closer, that's what I will do.
I'm just to clarify, who is the they? Who is the they in that situation? Moonboy and
K.A.I.
And you want to get them to. So the ship is just. And I just is like this is a wild ass scene. So I just want to describe it and make sure we're right.
Yeah.
So the Dinger is right now is a vertical ship, like in comparison. It is going up and down, and the bottom of the ship is heading toward this 60-foot high crane. So at somewhere on the Dinger itself, there is a walkway. There are stairs that go down to the below deck. So you're trying to like NASA dock where they are on your ship to the stairs that are leading down below deck on the Dinger. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Hell yeah, that's so cool.
Okay,
I just wanted to make sure.
I
got it
mean,
right.
yeah. I just want to be. I want to position. I want to use as much as my movement to help their movement as possible.
Is Klik? Can I see Klik?
No, but I am on the Rocky Talkie, which I'm going to use in a second.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just geeking
Klik.
about how cool of a Spelljammer the moment this is, where you're like, I'm going to use my ship's movement to place this player in the mouth of where they need to go is so cool.
That's all I can do from in here.
Boarding action.
Hell yeah.
The ship, stream has accessed something new here in this moment, and I don't know how to put them on the map, and I'm just excited about it.
And Klik does the equivalent of shifting gears and says, "Hold on, I'm gonna get you close," and like a Fast and the Furious.
This is
scene where they go from motorcycle into a, semi-truck or something.
Yeah, this is like one of the later Fasts and the Furious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're trying to. Wait. How close am I to Flute? How close can I get my body to Flute?
Whoa.
Can I get within 30 feet of Flute? Because I can communicate telepathically with him if I'm within 30 feet.
Well, let's think about this. So he's 60 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
And your ships
and I have
in our 2D map are the where you are and where he is are 40 feet away. So if you have 80 feet of movement, you can get yourself within 20 feet of him.
I have 70 feet, so I can get into exactly 30.
You have 70. Twice, right? That's right. The Dinger has 40, and this one has 70.
Klik and K.A.I, you're both blessed, as am I.
Okay.
It happened just now. The moon.
I think with 70 feet of movement, I can get exactly within 30 feet of Flute.
And get us.
Yes, because
get you close enough to get in there. Okay, so she's like, as she's shifting gears and shooting the ship vertically upward, she's like, I'm gonna get you as close as I can, and then she's going to communicate telepathically with Flute once we're within 30 feet and say, hang on, Flute and Moonboy are coming. We're on the elven ship.
Can I respond or not? I can only hear.
6 seconds. You can talk in your turn. So if you can talk telepathically, you have 6 seconds of conversation.
I will figure out if you can communicate back. But
until my turn.
No, you can't. You have
your turn.
Yeah, in the same way that characters can talk on your turn, you can talk. Like you have 6 seconds of conversation. So if you are able to initiate the telepathic link, you can say things back to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So this so this ship is like the dinger is hurtling back toward this crane. You now that you know you have your boys, both Moon and K.A.I, the ship just like goes in reverse and starts like hurtling back toward this ship, and they're now just like almost butt to butt. They're 30. They're
incredible.
As the
butt to butt ships. I love it.
in not in perpendicular angles here, just like both, they're going to be like basically like moving in tandem. And Flute, you hear Klik's voice come through your mind here as you think maybe it's, like you hear Mir yelling through here, Dinghon Nidris's voice is like, please don't destroy me. And then all of a sudden Klik's voice is in your head, and what do you say to him?
Say, hang on a little bit, we're coming.
All right. And can I talk back?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
6 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I'll say, keeping a
2,
poker face,
1.
I'll say to Klik.
That's it.
No, I wasn't even talking yet.
That was it. Sorry.
It's over.
I'll say to Klik, great. Perhaps you could move underneath for a bit of a catching maneuver.
Oh, I'm already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's don't worry, pal, we're touching sterns.
Touching Sterns episode title.
Touching Sterns.
With that, we're gonna as the Sterns just
touching
kiss.
sterns.
As the Sterns kiss here, we're gonna cut to break. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We're gonna drink. We're gonna pee, and we'll be back here in just 5 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We'll see you in just a second.
Touch Stearns.
Touch those sterns.
Where's the...
Okay, so on our break here, we had a very productive break. Rachel drew a depiction of what is happening with the two spell jamming boats. So here it is, everybody. So you have it.
The music.
Jason. This is the Spelljammer docking soundtrack. Jason, please pull this. I want this for later.
They're touching Stearns.
Do you know the thing about how it was an international diplomatic relations problem for the Russian space station, or the space station of them decide, like the U.S. and then Russia deciding which part was going to be male and which part was going to be female when things like docked onto each other. I don't know how to explain it well, but it was basically like they got really weird about like the power structure of that, and it was the dumbest, worst thing in the world.
So strange.
Which the answer is you just gotta like spell jam and you just touch them against each other. It's fine. We're in queer space.
How is that even confusing? If it's an outie, it's a boy. If it's an innie, what?
Well, they were debating who got to be which one.
Yeah,
I think Russia is like, we want to have.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Everybody
the boy
wants
ships.
dicks.
We get to be the boy ships.
Yeah.
In America was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
We would never let that happen.
I know.
Yeah.
boys- I know
Everybody
boys with
gets
dicks
both.
and girls with dicks, and it's just deal with it. You should all just.
I
do
just
spell
think it
jam
would
and
be
help
hilarious
That's what
Learned
I'm
about the
saying.
Russian
one of them
space dick
showed up
crisis in school.
with huge balls on their ship for some reason. What is that?
Truck nuts,
What is
but on a
that
ship.
now?
Oh my God! How have I never
Ship
put
nuts.
truck nuts on a spell jam?
Ship
Hell.
nuts.
Ship
Okay,
nuts.
that's
ship
gonna
nuts.
show up
Yeah.
at some time. Okay, anyway, we're back to actual game time now. This is
Why is this arc so long?
Well, we won't do trigonometry, but we will do something else instead.
holy
Fuck
shit!
up.
Great one,
Riffing
Aaron.
on
Great
nuts.
one.
The
Okay.
old nut riff.
No trick. I have something better.
I'll trade it. I like it. Thank
See,
you.
Absolutely.
this is why I like Tatane, Andrew.
Oh,
This
God.
is
The forbidden math. If everyone is very good in class today, I will show you how triangles have sex. Oh my god.
That's frigonometry, am I right?
Frigonometry.
Oh my
God.
god.
10 points.
Solve
10
for
points.
ass.
Oh my god.
I'd like to play the game now, please.
Lock it in.
I
Lock it in.
I helped lead us astray.
Lock
This
it in.
is
I know that now.
me to me. Stop being
Frigonometry.
funny. I have D&D to do.
That's a
Okay.
pretty good episode title too.
Trigonometry.
Trigonometry.
I mean, I think touching Stearns
Based
is...
on what's about to happen.
What's
Okay.
about to happen?
So we've it's firmly established that the ships are like this, and for the stream, and it is now Klik just went, which means she was the one who docked the sterns, and which means it is Goliath's turn, who is still confused about what's happening, but he's going to be like, I'll explain it to you. Let me in there, and you see. He's also trying to like get up through this hole right now, which is not even big enough for his dwarf body to get through yet, as it's just our arcane fist size right now, but he's trying to get into this room as well. That is going to bring up Moonboy and K.A.I. It's now both of your turns.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So, I blessed y'all. Keep that in mind.
Sick. All right. I'm going to fly to the back of the ship and look up to Goliath's window. Because
Did you just make up a window in the ship?
Does he have a window?
No. There's
Oh,
yeah.
he does not have a window.
No,
What's
yeah.
the nearest window?
He doesn't
That
have
was
a
a
window.
great attempt, though. That was so smooth. I thought
some
I thought
captains
there was
I
can't.
a
assumed
window.
he would have a ship.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
there was
yeah.
that there were there's like
Porthole.
portholes and windows. I don't
There's
know.
a long plot arc in this show where you all had never seen inside of Goliath's bed chambers, which is the only reason I'm
true.
bringing down a
That's
hard
true.
line about that.
But we
yeah.
never tried flying around the outside to look through his
To
window.
peek in.
Yeah, but I'm sure that you did maintenance
I
at
bet the
some
Moonboy
point,
would
so.
have done that at some point.
Probably true.
Thank you,
All
Jordan.
right, what's
Thanks.
the nearest window?
The nearest window, let's establish where there are. Actually, you can see it on the map
You
here.
can
Look at
see
this.
'em, yeah.
Yeah, you can see them. There is a it's like a 1 foot size window on the left hand right there, and there is a bigger one up here. So on the stern side of the ship, on the left side, one of these days I'll remember my nautical terms. There's like a 1 foot size slit in the
Port's the
hammock
left
room, and then there is the so on the port side, and then up more toward the bow of the ship. There's a 5 foot by 5 foot window.
Right.
Okay.
But we're not far from the top of the stairs that go down.
I'm going to use my... hang on. Let me check something.
To blow a hole in
Yeah,
the
I'm
side
gonna-
of the ship.
I wish.
Make
I'm
a-
gonna
Actually,
dash.
in case it's helpful, I'll put the overlay of the top part of the ship on the map so you can see it.
Okay.
Just so you know, like where the
Would be helpful.
but you do know that you can see here on the, if you look close on the map here, if you like zoom in to above where Dingham Needris's head is, that is the staircase. So if you want to go below deck here, you need to get to the spot that is the top of the staircase on the below deck map part of the ship. So it is right here. I'll mark it on the map, but it's right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you want to measure yourself, it's a fair thing to, because we're refusing to do trigonometry. You can just measure yourself to that point, and you can consider yourself there.
Yeah, okay. I have dashed up
if I dashed
onto
I would,
the ship. I can't quite make it there, though.
If I dashed, I could get to that spot with 10 feet of movement remaining. So could I fly up there and then part way down the stairs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Like, yeah, you can consider yourself there and then move down. Yeah.
Okay.
Do something
I'm gonna
loud.
do that. Can I see? Can I see what's going on downstairs?
Let's see. I mean, like, you can kind of tell me with your
Like,
POV. Like I would say that.
How much movement would it take to get down the stairs?
I mean, this is a gridded map. You can know.
So it's 10 feet. So I would be able to be at the base of the stairs, looking into the hallway.
If you have 10 feet of movement left from this spot right here, then yes, you can move down to the base of the stairs. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you basically see into this room. You can see Mir is like punching down into this room. Goliathan and Relic are kind of like crowded around him. Goat's unconscious body is like slumped at kind of like with all the other fallen materials as well. And so Moonboy, Moonboy, you're still above deck, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you haven't got to the stair point, but Kai, you can like get to the top of the stairs and then move down and see this whole scene.
I come flying down the stairs and I look at Mir on the floor wall and I say, "Avast, piss drinkers!"
Yes.
Good lord.
And all like Goliathan, Relic, the Mir, they all flip around at you and goes, "Oh, god damn it!" Goliathan says. And cool. And Moonboy, you dashed as well. You're flying up there, following up Kai.
Yeah, I'm following Kai for sure. I just couldn't quite make it.
Great. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything else to do in your turn. That is going to bring up Goat's turn here. She has 2 death saving, 2 failures, and 1 success here. So big roll. It's an 11 on the dice. That's an 11. So full count. Full count. That is going to bring up Relic's turn, who's going to turn around and look at you, Kai.
Hello.
And he pulls out a small crossbow.
Relic.
Okay, no threat. It's not
And he shoots at you, and that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
You're definitely not Relic.
New relic.
Does that hit?
That misses.
As he turns around and pulls out this small crossbow and shoots it at you, and it just bounces off your armor.
Relic.
And he goes and sticks out his tongue at you.
As it makes contact with my armor, even though it doesn't get through, I narrow my eyes and I'm like, "You're not Relic."
He runs his hand through his greasy hair and looks at you and just makes a rude gesture as he's holding the crossbow with the other hand.
Unbelievable.
That is going to bring up the Mir here as well.
How do you spell Mir?
Mere is how it is officially spelled. The Mir is going to hit again on the wall and do damage. So he now has punched through enough that he is going to be able to move into the space here. So he cannot act on his turn, but he is going to be able to, you see just him pull his huge body through, not where the mirror is, but next to it, just punching a hole in the wall as his fists are glowing. And it seems like the only reason he was even able to do this is because his fists seem to be magical here. So that is the end of his turn as he's just standing in front of you, looking at you, Flute, and laughing. And he goes, "So close, but still a complete failure to you." And that will bring up your turn.
All right. And I asked this, but just to make extra sure, you can't cast spells while you're jamming, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, that is very explicitly correct. Yeah.
Then I will continue rocketing the ship towards that crane.
No! Flute, I'm here! Don't crash!
I'll tell Mir, my friends are aboard the ship, and we've taken control of the other vessel as well, so there's 2 ways that the dinger's going to come to a stop, either on the end of that crane, or I'll land it, and my friends and I will leave on it, and you'll have another chance to try to get your hands on it, but it's your choice. And I'll rocket the ship towards that crane. Which I believe will put me within 40 feet of it.
Yeah, so, Klik, you just see the dinger continue to move past you here. You can move 80 feet in. He's gonna look at you, and he says back to you, he says, if you destroy this ship, I'm going to immediately kill your friends.
You were going to kill my friends anyway. Why would I let you leave with them? You might as well get it over with immediately.
What the fuck is going on down here?
There's no way I'm letting you leave with the ship with my friends aboard.
Well, then there's no way I'm letting your friends live, he says back to you.
Well,
And
then
again,
you won't
Andrew,
have
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the stream. But, so you want to do anything else?
No, that puts us 40 feet, or is it? How close can I get to it?
You are 40 feet from it. Absolutely, yeah. I will move everything. But yeah, so and I will remind you too, just for the flavor of it, like this huge, 7-foot tall mirror is standing in front of you, like looming over you, and as you all are talking back and forth, Dingham Nidris's huge form behind you, this like stone face. That is the spell jamming helm that you are sitting on top of. Its mouth is like moving kind of like along with yours. So as you all are talking back and forth, there's just this like looming figure behind you. So that's gonna put you it's gonna put the ship right there. Thanks. And so I'm gonna move it all. Roll20 really does not like my spell jamming ships.
Yeah, you can't group stuff.
I know it
Nice
becomes very difficult to move. I know. I would if anyone has a buddy who works at Roll20 and wants to talk to me about this, let's do it. Let's hang out. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you are. If you aren't within 40 feet of me moving it, it's just because I moved it incorrectly. So we'll call you for sure within 40 feet of it, no matter where I've moved things. So I will slowly adjust it in a second. But yeah, so the dinger is now within movement speed of this crane. Absolutely. And so that is going to bring up. That's going to bring up Klik. It's now your turn.
I am going to use my full movement to get back within earshot of Flute. So 35 feet.
I love this, like, chasing it. Like, no, come, no. It's like trying to get cell reception.
Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, I can move. I will stay below him, so on the same plane, just 35 feet, so I can be underneath them again.
So we're back to here. We're just, so everyone knows we're back to here. I'm just putting the image back up. We're just back to here. This is where we're at. Yeah. So.
Back to home.
Yeah.
And
I just keep putting the art up because I have it right here, and I just want to keep putting it up. So.
And I will shout telepathically at Flute. Do you mind filling me in? How can I help? What is happening?
There's at least one mirror in here, probably 4.
Well, you said catching maneuver.
Right, I'm not sure when that might come into play, but just be ready.
If you crash this thing, you will fall on my head. So I can either move 40 feet and I could move down. That just fucks everybody up. This is a mess. Okay, I'm gonna use my action to look aboard the ship, see if there's weapons, see if there's anything useful. I'll search.
Yeah, cool, absolutely. Do a perception check. Yep, it's perception.
19.
You see that the 3 elves that have tied themselves up have put themselves back in what looks like a sliding top to the front part of the ship, and you sense that, like, you are a warrior, you're fairly familiar with different types of weapons. You've seen a piss cauldron, for God's sakes, and you. So I'm gonna just let you recognize this for free as a. This is a mangonel, which is pretty much a catapult that the ship has at the front of it, and it takes 4 people to operate. So, yes, that is a part of the
Killed
ship.
one too many elves.
It's a huge catapult that is at the front.
It's
of
a
the ship.
Manganiello? What?
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah.
Harlan's favorite weapon.
Yeah, it just makes up whatever damage it wants to do all the time.
Oh.
So, besides that, there are no other threats on the ship. And you can sense a small desk drawer, like a desk of drawers in this room as well, that seems to have magical properties to it, but it's just like a small desk. So.
Okay.
Fire desk.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Great. And I have not moved the ship up here. I need to move you within 30 feet, but I will. That is going to bring up Goliath's turn, who is going to... Kai, you are not right there as you are on the map, right? You are here.
I'm not in the hallway. I'm at the bottom of the stairs. I couldn't get into the hallway.
Okay, cool. So you are right here.
Yeah.
So that is going to then bring up Goliathan.
And by
who-
hallway, it's actually a vertical shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. It's going to be hard to get up to Kai.
It's going to bring up
Do a
Goliathan,
Ninja Gaiden jump up the shaft.
who's going to use Goat's body as a step stool, and is just going to step on top of it. So I'm justifying him being in melee range to you. And because he's standing, I'm using Goat's body as like a stepping stool, basically. And he is going to take a swing at you, and it's going to try and punch you. And you see his fists light up in a similar way that the mirrors are as well.
Is this me or Kai?
Kai.
Me.
Kai specifically. Which is, he's not going to hit. His fists light up with this blue energy, but you see Goliath just step up there and just like try and punch at you as you're looking around the corner, and his small dwarf arms are not going to be able to reach you, not because of the dwarf arms, just because of your amazing ability here.
I'm
as
immune
he-
to blue.
as he tries to punch you, and it fails at it. So that is going to he kind of like looks at you and goes,
Infinity?
Kai, I'm disappointed. You should have died back there. And, that will bring up Moonboy and Kai. It's now your turn.
Great. Moonboy, first and foremost, is going to shoot down the hallway.
Hell yeah.
He's right behind Kai. He
Hell yeah.
sees this shit going down,
Go ahead.
and he's just gonna blast Goliath in. One last. It's my very last spell slot.
There it is. Huge.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
cool.
blast him with a guiding bolt. Come on, baby.
Tell me what you get to hit.
Not good. 13.
A 13 does hit. Goliathan has Goliath has terrible AC. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Always has. Yeah. He's wearing no armor.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna take.
Messes with shape.
He's gonna take 18 damage, and then a 17 that also hits. So plus 12 damage. So that's 30. That's dammers. Dammies.
That's specifically
that's
Dammies.
Dammies.
You can see as this guiding bolt just smashes into your captain. The first time I think you've ever attacked Goliath in here, it just like lights him up, and like you can see his like nose break, and it just starts like bleeding, and like he's like rattled by this in this moment, and then when he gets done, he's just like laughing. And as he's bleeding from his ears and his nose and his mouth a little bit, and
He's also still glittering with moonlight.
yeah, because he will take, because the next attack against him has advantage. But so yeah, he's glowing and he's just like laughing and looking up, and adjusts his cowboy hat, and he's like, "Come on, Moonboy, kill me," and.
Yikes.
That is, as your moon attacks go against him. So he's still up, but he looks he looks bloodied at this point.
Right. I will float into the hallway and look down at horrible Goliathan. But I will look past him in through the hole in the wall and into the helm room, and I will see Mir walking up towards Flute, and I will use my last charge on the nano displacement projector to teleport between them.
Oh shit! Okay, cool. Yeah, because you can just boop into small spaces. Absolutely.
Sorry, Harlan, that was actually 34 damage. An additional 4 damage to him.
Cool. Thank you. Done.
Gotta get lucky with goat again.
You whoomp up into this room, and you are
Oh
you are
God,
now,
I didn't even think of goat. Fuck.
and you see Ding Hum Ninja just laugh. He goes, "Oh, good, you're back." And you see like Flute's eyes just like lit up with this blue light
And I'm
energy.
like, I'm here, Flute. I'm here, and I'm going to hit Mir in the face
Sure.
as hard as I can because I hate him. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
26 does hit.
Ooh. That's going to be 7 points of thunder damage.
Cool. He takes all of it as his body is jolted for a moment, and he just.
And I will hit him again.
Hit me again, he says.
I do.
No problem.
Hey, that's a natural 20.
He sticks his jaw out and like regrets it immediately as he's like trying to taunt you, and then actually gets whapped here.
Teeth flying everywhere.
Smell.
That's going to be 22 points of thunder damage.
Okay, cool. Boom. Yeah, as you hit him and it connects, and you hear him immediately regret it from what the sound his body makes. As he's like, oh! He staggers over, his like jaw lit up with electricity. A second.
Yeah, and I will hit him again.
You see his skeleton, all Daniel
his
Stern
whole
style.
body lights up. Yeah, we see his skeleton
Ooh!
as I hit him with all my rage. And I'm like, this is over!
We want out of this dungeon.
We hate it here.
Is that your attack that gives him disadvantage on
Yes.
any attacks on anyone else?
Yep.
Cool.
It's terrible.
Clutch.
Yeah, very helpful.
Clutch.
Whoop.
Wait, did you do? Are you doing another attack? Am I waiting for you?
Nope, that's two.
Oh, okay,
That was
cool.
my last-
No, I was
sorry.
confused too. I think the
Sorry,
way
I
he
was-
said it.
Yeah,
the way he
I
said
just-
it, he was,
yeah.
I was
cool.
just showing.
Kai has triple attack.
I know that's great.
Doing-
I'm pro showing Pluma off. I was just confused on. I thought I was waiting for you, so I was just making sure. That is going to bring up.
Yeah, no, I only have two attacks.
It is Relic's turn. Relic is also going to step into this room. And shoot a shot at disadvantage against you, Kai, as he is within melee range of you, but the only weapon he has is a crossbow, so he's going to shoot it at you, and that's a 2. So on the dice, So yeah, he just like plinks against you. It just kind of like misfires into the ground, and he goes, "See, I'm me." And that will bring up Goat's turn. So, oh boy.
Get up,
She is
get up,
unconscious
get up,
on the ground.
Get up, get up,
No.
get up.
I hate it so much.
I am not going to tell you the result until someone interacts with her. But
Yeah,
I
well,
know
like,
the
I
result.
figured that I don't really know what her
Right.
deal is.
Right, and
That's
now,
why I didn't do anything.
and I think that like
Turn.
even if this went well or if it went poorly, it is now determined, and no one has access to that information in this moment. So if you want to try and do something, I'll give you like a freebie to check because you kind of have the meta knowledge if you are like actively trying to do something with her.
Well, I mean, I
but
have the meta knowledge, but
Do
I don't
it.
think Kai has any idea.
no. I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying like if at some point you're
If
like
one wanted
yeah.
to check.
I won't make you like waste a healing
Like if I
spell
had known,
slot
I
or
would
whatever.
have.
Yeah.
I would have shot her up with a 2nd level healing word, but I don't.
I can't do anything anymore.
You know.
I'm completely out of spell slots. You've done it,
love
Harlan.
to help her.
Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you, George.
Finally juiced this orange.
That's going to bring up
We're gonna be like
Flute-
level 17 at the end of this.
Better be.
We're gonna go to bed and wake up ripped.
it's now Flute's turn. It's now Flute's
It's my
turn.
turn? Okay.
I'm here, Flute.
I'm going to kind of look around Kai to where Amir is standing, and as the ship continues to hurtle towards the crane, and I'm going to say, that's your problem, Mir. You can't see all the options. And as the ship has traveled 40 feet and is just coming into the crane, I will take the dash action and also raise altitude 15 feet so that crane will splinter through the decks, like, and smash to the ship, and should, hopefully, if I did my math right, smash into Mir with the force of a spelljamming ship toothpicking on a crane.
And also
You're-
me.
Here.
And definitely also me.
Yeah, definitely.
It's at the bottom.
He's coming down on it.
Look,
What?
you're not sharing the same space. It's the bottom
Well,
of the
yeah.
ship, and Mir is a large-sized creature. It could.
He's not a large-sized creature now, but yeah, he's a medium-sized. But yes, you're still right. Like you're still tearing off the back of the ship. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Like you're moving it up, and then you're moving it over.
It's definitely not the space that Kai is in.
I see,
It's the
Yeah,
space
yeah.
that Mir
I see.
is
I
in.
see.
I
I was gonna
forgot
say like the
being
crane is this size, but you could still like. Actually, you know what?
I'll
Andrew?
take off as much of the
hopefully.
bottom of the ship as I have to not impale Kai.
You know what, Andrew? You've never Flute has not spent a lot of time running flying a spelljamming helm. This is the precision of smashing a crane into a 5-foot space. I 100 bazillion% know you as a player well enough to know you got to do a check for this to not
Alright,
to
a
land this
dexterity
right.
Check.
No, I want you to do an attack roll and only add your dex to it. And so, yeah.
Can I see him?
No.
All right, here we go.
So I'm just gonna catch him on my ship. Oh, he's gonna land flat on the deck of the elfin ship.
All right. Just my dex.
Only your dex.
Okay.
As this is no proficiency, as you are doing an attack roll that you are unproficient in.
That's an 11.
An 11? Cool. Let's have. You know what? I'm going to call this fall damage. As you are moving with force, right? Because that's your argument, right? You're like using force to boomf it in. So I'm going to call it fall damage of you being forced into an object here of 60 feet. So as we've talked about fall damage a lot in this game, so it's 1d6 for every 10 feet. So we're gonna do 6d6 for the damage here, and I'm gonna have Relic roll a dexterity saving throw, and Kai, I'd like you also to roll a dexterity saving throw. The kid rolls rocks. I already know.
No,
That's
that
a
was.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. It broke up. What'd you say?
It's a natural one.
Oh boy, man, this is the most flute ass shit that has ever happened. This is the truly. I don't feel bad, Andrew. I just want you to know right now. Kai, how many hit points do you have left? I just want to know for the flavor of this scene.
I don't want to tell you.
I'm not using it against you in any way.
It's a
I just want to do it for the flavor of the scene.
No one gets to know.
1
I have 64 hit points and 11 temporary hit points.
Okay, cool. So you take 46 points of damage because I doubled I rolled the amount of dice twice. So I'll let you do the math there. So you're going to be conscious at the end of the flavor scene that I'm about to do. That's why I'm asking.
Nothing?
So as the ship in this vertical stance, it moves upward too as you are.
Sorry,
Flute.
what was the total I took? I'm sorry.
46. As you, Flute, are moving this, the ship that you've spent so much time on but have not flown a bunch, and as you're like, you're wrong, and you just like jerk it up so it's not going to hit you, and you think you're like lacing this shot, but as the crane just like ramrods its way and rips off the back of the ship, enough debris, and the ship pulls itself like apart as it's making contact with another physical object, and you just see it rip off more of the ship and kind of pull Relic and Kai into the riptide of destruction here. And you see Relic's body just get like pulled into it, and boom, boom, and you just see his unconscious body like slam against the side of the ship as he falls unconscious as he failed his dexterity saving throw, and is now at 0 hit points. And Kai, you take a massive amount of damage as you just see like bits of debris just shove their way into Kai's body, and like ripping off big chunks of him, as the crane just like cheese graters him along it a little bit, and the mirror, you just see it like goes through part of his torso and rips out like a full bit of his rib cage. And he's like gurgling and spitting as the crane goes through the ship, and you, Dingham Nidris, just starts bellowing inside of your mind as this happens, and the mirror pulls himself up and like stands up and looks at you, and he goes, "You've misunderestimated me and how and my reverence for life," he says, missing a huge chunk of himself and still alive at this point.
Creepy.
And so there is a crane through the ship right now. Relic is unconscious, Kai is hurt, Dingham Nidris is hurt, but Mira's not down and Kai is not down.
Holy smokeroni. Sorry, Kai.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Relic.
No, it's all right. I'm alive.
Cool. So
Well,
I'm
sorry
going to
suck up a shitload of your hit points.
I'm gonna stop moving the ships right now unless it matters a ton.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
And so
Yeah.
that's going to, because this theater of the mind is a little too good. So that's the end of Flute's turn. It's gonna bring up Klik. It's now yours.
She sees all this shit
Oh, yeah.
happen.
Flute has clearly impaled the dinger on a crane. That's what has happened. Yeah.
How far above me is the dinger? We were within like speaking distance, so
let's
it's close.
let's just call it 30 feet. Yeah.
How much movement did I need to get? It's 15 feet to the deck.
Wait, hold on.
10
But
feet
you
to the
were
deck?
butt to butt. So
Yeah,
if-
I mean, I was within 30 feet of.
He
Flute
moved. He
specifically.
moved 40 feet. So
So he's just right over he would be over the front of the dinger now, or not the dinger, the other ship.
yeah. Actually, I'm gonna stick to 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way,
You
I
specifically,
can't get there in one.
are like 30. Yeah, like the ship. If you were going to go from the deck of your ship to where, no, that's wrong. It's not about decks. It's about your body is 30 feet from Flute's body right now.
Yeah.
That is true.
I'm gonna disconnect from the helm and I'm going to sprint to the deck,
Okay, cool.
which I think is 10 feet to where I can get back on board, back on the deck.
Yeah, because the ship has just moved along your ship, so
Yeah.
it is. We can consider them like touching for the purposes of this. Absolutely. Yeah.
And I would like to jump 30 feet straight up into the open backside of the dinger.
Hell yeah, because there's like this huge ripped hole where the crane is now, and so it's not like an open backside. It's a puncture wound, but
Yeah.
it's enough like debris that you can rip your way in there. I'll give you a free strength check. Let's just say like you got to get above a 15 on a strength check. If you do, there's just like you just rip your way through
Oh,
it,
yeah,
no problem.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I figure you will, but let's let the dice decide.
Yes, 24.
Cool. Yeah. You just hulk your way in there. Yeah.
And that is my movement, but I am going to take a big Githka swing at the mirror, who I assume is right at the mouth of the opening.
Incredible. Absolutely.
So just from the fire and wreckage, Klik springs through the hole in the ground. And she will, it's a 16 to hit the mirror.
16 does hit.
You guys are blessed, don't forget.
Okay, yes.
They wouldn't have saved you from the wand.
8 slashing damage.
He had 7 hit points left, so if you want to give us some story on that, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just absolutely. Oh, she just slices his head off. She leaps through the hole in the ground. Spider-Man lands and.
Hell yeah. As you just.
What is going on?
Incredible.
Mom's home.
Jesus
Y'all
Christ.
fighting? Y'all fighting?
I can't see anyone else from in here.
You see an
and I can't-
unconscious relic, is what you see.
I see. I mean, I don't have. I could use a bonus action. Can I use a bonus action to stabilize him?
No.
Well, I do not have. I have used my movement and an action. I have so many more attacks, you guys. I have 5, but no enemies. so,
Attack the others.
insane.
They're all enemies.
I mean, I can't see them.
There's no.
I'll give you a free perception check as you entered the room.
18.
You see Goliathan, and I will say, like, I haven't really been keeping tabs on what Klik knows and what Klik doesn't. I know that she knows that there are enemies here, but you definitely see Goliathan through this punched
she
hole
knows.
in the wall. Yeah, absolutely.
She knows that the crew is not the crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will make a non-lethal cha attack at the captain through the hole in the wall.
Okay.
Not good.
Blessed.
11 to hit. It is 11 to hit. So hang
blessed.
on. We could roll the blessed dice and make it to 13 possibly.
Potential.
Yeah, 15 to hit.
Yep,
Nice,
absolutely.
nice.
D6. It is 5, 12 non-lethal slashing damage.
Cool.
It's bonk.
Bonking
From
damage.
now on, from this point on, so he's still up and he's taking this damage. From now on, if you want to do non-lethal damage against one of these folks with a ranged weapon, I'm gonna have you roll at disadvantage. I'm not
Sure.
doing it now.
Okay.
But from now on, yeah.
That's fair.
With like a Githka, like absolutely, you're up there. You can just
Yeah.
like hit him on the head with a ranged weapon. In like spell attacks, it's a little
Yeah, that's
different.
fair.
But
Okay.
yeah. Which it was it. Yeah. So I just want to be clear on the narrative there. So this weapon hits him and just like kind of like slams into his chest, and you just see him like spit out some blood, and he's like, oh, Klik. He's like, that's a bad worker right there. He says, looking up at you, and he's like, looks like you're failing me and your family. And as like he just says like something jarring, something Goliath would never say to you, as he looks back through you through this punched hole in the wall.
You're not my dad. She does have one more Chakacha attack, and I am gonna make it on. Okay, so that one. Okay, so it's a dirty 20 to hit with disadvantage.
All right, that does hit.
Hang on, I can't throw it. They're too heavy. To 9 slashing for non-lethal.
All right, cool. He's still up, but now, like, as this other one hits him and just like smashes him in like the face here, he like wobbles for a moment, and looks disoriented, and is just kind of like coughing. As you're throwing the Chachka up too, as he's like looking down into this room.
Oh,
because
yeah,
the
it
ship
is.
is
It
vertical.
It's like a yo-yo trick in his face.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a really
Klik
horrifying version of dodgeball.
Would rule with a yo-yo. Are you kidding?
Oh, forearms?
We
Give
need
me a break.
yo-yos.
Give me a break.
I want yo-yos. Okay.
Kai, that's a Kai move.
Okay.
One for each hand.
I want.
That would actually kind of rule.
That also sounds like a pretty sick Kreen toy. Like just culturally a toy we would have. All right. Doesn't matter. It's not important. Pass.
That is going to bring up Goliath's turn. And there's a hole in the wall here, right? He's going to, you see him pull himself up 5 feet. This is Goat's body, which I'm going to put over here. You see him pull himself up. In Moonboy, you see him for a second. And he jumps in the air. Like you see him pull himself out of this doorway, and you see him, he just like looks at you and he goes, bye, Moonboy. And he jumps 5 feet up in the air and then lets himself fall 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And so I'm going to give him, he's using his body as an attack against you, Klik, as he's just like jumping up and letting, like kind of cannonballing down at you.
Opportunity attack.
If you no, because he specifically stops right there and is still inside of your melee range. But that's a good question.
Oh, that's true.
And so I'm going to let him do. He's making an attack roll against you. I don't know how to do cannonball damage here, but I'm gonna I'm gonna do half the fall damage of whatever you take, and if you roll a dexterity saving throw, you can take 0 damage. So roll a dexterity saving throw if you could.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
I was reading
Blessed.
something else. I have used my bless. Oh, bless happens all the time. 17 plus dex is 21.
Cool. So you take no damage as he just cannonballs himself down at you, and he just like pinballs down a little bit, and you're able to like easily dodge out of the way, and he just kind of smashes on the ground and is now unconscious at 0 hit points. And it's just like fallen to the ground here.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Relic, Goat, and Goliathan are all unconscious right now.
The only one who you know in your group who is still maybe conscious, maybe you haven't seen her at all, is Cobble, the kobold navigator.
Okay.
Cool. That's going to bring up Moonboy and Kai.
All right. Moonboy?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly down And I'm going to attack the captain.
He's unconscious.
No, he's unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious.
You can still
Stabilize
attack him
Goat.
if you want to.
Boy, it's okay.
Stabilize go.
Hold me back.
he's
Relic is
good.
still alive?
They're all passed out. All of them are
There is
unconscious
not-
and
there's
bloody.
not-
Yeah.
There's not one crew member that you can see right now that is conscious.
Okay.
But if you step past that door frame, I'm going to give you a free perception check.
Okay, then I do so.
Cool.
Come on, Moonboy, you can do it. Use your eyes. Put your sight into it. That's 25 to look and hear and listen.
You see two mirrors standing at the top of the staircase from the lower deck.
Boy.
Which I'm going to put them on the map here.
These guys.
These guys.
Two identical mirrors seem to have walked up.
Oof. Moonboy is going to back in and he's going to put his back to the wall and he's going to kind of look down and his luminous eyes fall upon Goat here, and he wants to kneel down and check and hopefully stabilize Goat.
Okay, cool. I will not use your action here to have you roll a check.
A
And
medicine?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna have you roll another perception check. You know what? Let's have you roll a medicine check. Let's just have you roll a medicine check straight up. And yeah, just roll a medicine check.
That is 18, but I'm blessed as well. Let's see if we can get it over 20.
Don't
21.
Don't use it because I'm not going to have you use your action to, as you start to administer the practices of a medicine check. You see the wounds, you see her huge crumpled body. As you start to try and like patch it up and see what you can do to take care of her. She is limp. She is dead weight. She's a huge person already and is hard to move around, and you just can't find any spark of life as it seems that she is currently dead.
Goat's dead.
How long has she been dead?
One single round.
6
seconds.
6 seconds.
Okay.
I don't have
Nope, we're at a diamond.
I'm also out of spells.
Okay. I am going to... Boy. I'm going to look in at these guys and spout off a string of strange curses and mutterings. You too shall burn like the Lunasterans did that fateful day. All those millennia. 1,000 screaming voices. And I will attack. With a bonus action, I launch Small Moons to attack the one on the right. That's a 20 to hit.
A 20 does hit.
Okay.
As you look down at your friend's body who you've been with for so long, and you just kind of like look up, like yelling these mad rantings, and they're both just kind of like laughing as they see them, and your shot flies down and it does hit and it makes connection with one of them, and it just like doesn't get rid of the spark and their like the joy and the glee in their eyes of just like watching you attack them, and they're just like not worried about it again.
That is 13 damage to the one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And they will also, as they hit the ground, they will ignite one of these moon bonfires at this thing's feet. And I will need it to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, cool. It failed. So yeah, there's a fire underneath it. Absolutely.
Great.
Are they flying?
Nope.
And that's another 13 damage. Very strange.
Whoa!
Weird.
26 damage.
The ground they are
wham,
standing
wham.
on is vertical.
Oh yeah. I guess I would say like
They
Are
could
we
be
still
standing over
completely
here.
vertical, you know? Could be
Yeah.
an angle now.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they're both like I can't put the tokens there. They're both like in the frame of these stairs as they're both like emerging. But you are right. We should continue to remind ourselves that this is not a walking deck. This is a straight drop down. But they are.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're both.
duck
Yeah.
back in, using the last tail end of my movement.
Cool.
All right.
That's it.
I
That's
will.
it.
I think you guys look back and you see that K.A.I is sort of. He took the brunt of this
Crane attack.
crane attack. So much so that, like, the jagged pieces of metal of the destroyed end of the crane are, like, have pierced through K.A.I.'s body. And I will sort of pry myself with the sound of screeching metal, kind of pry myself off of this end of the crane and levitate up the hallway towards these mirrors. And I will move my speed. Here. And I will take a shot at the mirror directly in front of me.
Absolutely. The one under the bonfire who just is like being lit up and burning here. Absolutely.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh,
Again, which
you
is
are
bad.
blessed.
It's bad also with the Arcane Obliterator. I take damage.
Oh,
So, like, my body is, like, this arm that that the Arcane Obliterator is mounted on my shoulder is, like, almost completely destroyed. It's, like, hanging limply at my side,
wow.
barely clinging to my destroyed
Rats.
torso, and I go to take a shot at it, and there's this giant arc of electricity that blasts back at me. And I
Oi.
take, oh my god,
Oh,
fucking double sixes, 12
Oh.
points of damage.
The kid rolls rocks.
he rolls rocks.
Jesus Christ.
Brutal.
Oh, I'm so hurt. Okay,
Oh,
I will take another shot.
oh,
It
he's
still
back
works.
on the
I'm going
horse.
to try again.
Yeah, so you just see this like explosion, and then you kind of like right yourself.
All right, that's going to be a 26 to hit.
It does hit.
Snake eyes.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He
Insanity.
takes 9 points of force damage.
That's still pretty good.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's like this, like it blows up in your face as you're like fly up there and like shooting up at him, and then it like it hits him, and he just kind of like almost rolls out of the way, and like still takes this hit, but they both just like laugh in unison at you, and they
Yeah,
said, "Flute made the deal. If we don't get to leave here with the helm, we kill your friends," which is absolutely not the deal, but they're saying it like that
Right.
now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I am just looking at them, and I will activate my defensive field with my bonus action. to
Gets
gain some
defensive.
precious temporary hit points.
Cool.
Ugh.
That is going to bring up. Both, or just one of these mirrors, and then one of the the other mirror is dead. So I'm gonna scratch him off. So the mirror that is not in the bonfire, it is their turn, and they are going to. What are they gonna do here? Because this is where those folks are. I think they're going to jump down at you, Kai. So I think they're going to use their attack to... I'm going to call this a shove. And I'm breaking the rules, absolutely. I'm having him jump out from this like top layer and jump down on you.
Sure.
So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to have you do contested checks, strength checks here. And you can do a dexterity check if you want to, but you have to do it at disadvantage because strength is to keep him from bowling you over. Dex is to dodge him. And if you dodge him, he'll keep falling. And if you strength and succeed, then you just like kind of like win this like he like doesn't like bowl you over basically. But if yeah, so you can decide what you want to do. It's this contested check as he's jumping down on you.
Mm. All right. I'm so bad at strength. I'm so weak.
It's up to you.
Are you
Really
better at disadvantage dex than strength?
Maybe. Still not great.
And if you dodge, he might fall out of the ship.
Takes
Boom,
fall
one less
damage.
meter.
Yeah, I'll try for Dex. Although,
Not to metagame. Not to metagame.
yeah, no, I'm going to let him hit me. Or I'm not going to let him hit me, but I'm going to go for strength
Right.
All right.
because I hate him.
All right, cool. I've rolled. I know what he has. Tell me what you got.
Are you blessed?
You are, but is this an
It doesn't
attack?
work for
No.
no, never mind.
Yeah.
So
It
blessed
does
doesn't
work for
apply.
saves.
It's a
It works
it's
for
a
saves
it's a
and
saving
attacks.
throw. It's a saving throw.
Oh, it works
It
for
is a saving
saves.
throw?
It is a saving throw.
Yeah, it works for saves.
10.
He got an 18.
Oh!
So you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as his body smashes into you.
Savage.
And then you also both fall immediately down, because in my mind you missed the save here. I'm not going to have you take additional force damage here, and I'm improvising this a little bit, but I just want to be transparent about it because of the decisions I'm making, because I didn't.
My goal through using this, well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, because he's basically just like throwing his body on top of yours, and you're flying, and you have this fly speed, but he's hitting you while you're flying with the weight of his body for you to be like forced down, to fall, to knock you out of flying here.
Frozen protest.
So I'm only going. What is your move speed?
My move speed is 35.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna only have you fall 20 feet here. I'm not gonna have you fall all the way, but he's going to like basically like hit your body. You take that damage and you move all the way down here, and that's where you're able to adjust yourself, like fly wise. But he's fallen down on top of you. So he's just like thrown his body down. Cool. Anything else?
It's not my turn, is it?
That's
That was his
deeply
attack.
correct. That's my turn. Sorry, I get so wrapped up in the image
lots
of it.
more I would like to
I have
do,
more I would like to do.
if I may.
That is going to bring up. It's going to bring up the. It's Flute. It is your turn.
Okay. We're still skewered on this thing. Klik is in the room with me.
Yeah. I have jumped into the room.
I know there's at least 4 mirrors on the ship.
Well, we've taken out 1 and we see 2.
We've taken out at least 2.
Okay.
We've taken out 2? No, we've only taken out 1.
On the ship? Yeah, just
On
one.
the ship, we've only taken out 1.
So we're
Except for me, Relic and Goliathan, we're both secretly Mir, right?
I'm sorry?
We don't really know that.
We don't
There's like super quiet here, and I can
Oh,
barely
I'm
hear
sorry.
you.
It's because I'm sitting too far back.
Well, I know because they told me that there were
Yeah,
there were
I don't know anything.
entities below deck. So, yeah, I'll communicate this to Klik. Like,
There's at least 3 more Mirs on board. Should we try to flee or stay here and deal with him?
You say as there's a huge, just like gaping hole, and
Yeah.
Dingham Nidris
But
is like
I'm still-
screaming in your ears, and yeah.
Klik is also has 2 of her friends passed out bodies, and I don't know if she heard Moonboy interacting with Goat.
K.A.I is also probably more fucked up than you've ever seen him.
Yeah, so like Flute, you're just
Except
kind of
for
like
that time I got frozen solid.
in this like in this moment of like skewering too, like as the like this crane is through you, and you're just like yelling this out, you know, kind of like plane door crashing as it's open. You're just like yelling this across to Klik.
yeah,
And
I'm asking
seems
Klik for
distracted.
tactical advice. Should I disconnect from the helm? We try to clean the ship first, or should we try to flee and clean the ship in motion?
Yeah, but do it in character. Like just like
Yeah.
yell this out at Flute.
Cool. I did.
Klik as well.
Yeah,
I
no,
said
he
it.
did.
I said it.
I
I'm just like quantifying what I'm asking specifically.
Klik is furious and surrounded by her passed out friends. She can hear K.A.I falling 2 stories above. Says,
Yeah, you actually
A
have
ship-
specific like vantage point on it too. Like you see what
Alright.
happens. Yeah, keep going.
terrifying. A ship is just a ship. These people are my home. If I have to make a choice between this ship and this crew, it's easy every time.
All right then.
I don't have smart advice but I'm like half considering picking up these baby bodies and jumping to the elven ship below. Like and just trying to get out of here. We lose Dingham Nidris, which is bad, but
We can do this. We can do it.
All right, then in that case, on my turn, I will disconnect from the helm as the ship kind of. I don't know. You tell me what the ship does on this crane, but
Then that sound you made was correct. I would say it goes from like Dingham Nidris is like yelling in your head, but still kind of imitating your mouth movements as you're talking to Klik, and as soon as you disconnect, you see Dingham Nidris' like kind of like jolly but scary form just goes into this huge whale. Its mouth is huge and its eyes are bright as it's just like screaming basically with this crane through it.
all right, then. I will look out into the hallway. I'll see the mirror right next to K.A.I. Did he take any damage falling into K.A.I?
Yes.
Okay. Then in that case, my remaining eye turns black as I hold out my hand, and you hear the distant sound of a bell, and that mirror has to make a wisdom saving throw as I'm casting Toll the Dead on him.
It failed. Yeah, as you hear like this ring of a bell throughout, you also hear the rider's voice just kind of like laugh in your ear in harmony with it.
Shit.
What?
I've just rolled good damage for like the first time in my life.
yeah,
It's never happened
we need that so bad.
He's
Incredible.
going to take 34 necrotic damage.
What? Untold the
Yeah.
Dead? Holy
it's
shit!
it's 3d12. That was fucking insane.
Scaling cantrips, everybody. Let's hear
Wow.
it. My
Yeah, I've never.
God.
Usually my damage rolls are absolute urine. That'll be 34 necrotic.
Incredible.
Okay.
He's unfortunately still
Damn,
up,
he
but that
is-
was crazy. Wait, hold on. So, like, lean into the flavor of this huge hit that I will say is definitely the rider, like, whispering in your ear a little bit. But
Yeah,
give
you
us
hear this
moment.
bell, just this eerie. It's like it's so far in the distance that it's like, did I actually hear it? And then
Jason.
just like racked by awesome Jason, just racked by this necrotic energy that like is almost like compressing it invisibly, just like really capitalizing on whatever small wounds it had by bumping into K.A.I. You just see them like become more severe as this necrotic damage kind of tears into it. And with my remaining bit of movement, I will kind of get back around the corner out of sight. And that's my turn.
And guess what, everybody?
No, Harlan.
We make our own rules. We can play all night.
We can make
We're so
it.
close.
That's gonna bring up Klik's turn,
Oh, thank God.
Whoa.
which means we're gonna end the episode here. So we
You-
will start
Whoa!
next session with Klik's turn again.
No.
He's a
Fuck.
So, boy, is this a tense one here. As
Truly.
the ship is imitating a moment from one of my favorite movies, Jurassic Park 2, Lost World. As this ship is vertical in the air and people are just falling down it.
Wow.
And Mir has made you a promise that he knows he's not going to get to leave here with this ship. And so he's promised that you don't get to leave here with your friends. So we'll find out next time if you get to leave here with your friends or not.
It's time for a tummy cam.
Tummy cam.
Tummy
Tummy
cam.
cam. We could have look at this tummy cam. Tummy cam, everybody. That's gonna be. Bring it back, Rachel. Bring it back. Bring it. We got the tummy cam going.
Oh my God! What a nightmare.
Hold on. Put the tummy cam back up. Put
Putting
it
a tummy.
up. Look at everybody. Look at our tummy cam. We've got tummy cam right here. This isn't that heavy of a stream. We've got tummy cam.
Tummy.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Tummy.
All right. We're back here. All right.
I'm gonna start a tummy fans account.
Oh, totally. For Patreons only. You won. You can steer the hand.
Look at this guy.
Oh boy, too cute.
Chonk. All right.
My boy,
Well,
can I
that
do it real quick?
went well.
My pup has a cone on for the first time.
Poor Eddie was bit by a dog.
He has had a tough day.
boy.
Oh, Eddie boo.
Oh, Eduardo.
Andrew's
Eduardo.
stepson. He's
My
got a little
goth
cone
stepson.
on. Oh, okay. All right, everybody. We can do it. We can get to the end of this
All right,
fight.
squad.
This is unbelievable.
We will.
Not if I keep extending it with insane bluffs.
Great job,
It wasn't
everybody.
a bluff.
Ambitious.
It was not a bluff.
Thanks everybody for going late with us tonight. Sorry we got a little bit of a late start, but
It's a
we
good
will.
one. It was a good
we will
one.
see you next week. A quick reminder: if you are watching this, we have been doing Later Than Heroes episodes every session for a while now. So if you kind of like enjoy the talking about the game, we do have up in our Patreon a bunch of podcast episodes that you can listen to. You can get it kind of like added through our Patreon just like immediately as a podcast that comes out every week that you can listen to if you want to listen to a quick podcast where we talk about this show every week. So if you aren't a
Yeah,
Patreon
it's super
member and that seems fun to you, check out our Patreon.
Also, apparently we missed some crucial item in the Azure Forge that we can't remember, and Harlan has invited you, the Patreons, to possibly remember and save our asses
I think
because
I
it's
know what it
clearly
is.
crucial to us getting the fuck out of here.
And I will say too, one of our YouTube members or one of our YouTube commenters who's been a longtime commenter, shout out to them. They didn't even know about this hint and they didn't get it, but they did remind us that we totally forgot about the bird. That we all
Oh,
Just
the
been
bird.
flapping around
it
nervously.
wasn't it? No,
The bird. bird? Who's gonna feed the bird?
That's my
I've
brother.
established a narrative plan for what the bird has been doing, but we will admit we
magical
did all
long
forget
rest
the bird.
bird.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
a long rest bird.
It's the bird of CPR on Goliaths.
Yeah.
Maybe she's
I have so
been
much to talk
finding a
about in this
large
episode.
diamond.
Okay, cool. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go do Later Than Heroes.
Oh,
if that's
the
something
bird
that
poops
sounds fun to you,
diamonds.
please do come subscribe to our Patreon. Help us keep the lights on over here. But if you just want to hang out, that's cool too. We're enjoying it. Spam some Scullies in the chat, and we'll see you next week.
Are we rating?
Absolutely.
raid.
I'm gonna play the credits, and I'm gonna surprise raid you all. You're gonna
There's some
get.
good ones.
Yeah. So
I can't wait another week. This is too stressful.
Stick around for the raid.
bye.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than heroes.